Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides!
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you. Such authority, such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
You have enough servants. Get them to do it.
Shame. If you change your mind, I promise to pour the oil on you and lick it off.
Εόρακα στα ρήθρα υδρότος, άτινα επικυλίονται πάνω θέμου, ουριά
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that will help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk. Are you hoping he's going to make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
To Dionysos!
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Ready for another?
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war? I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon speaking at the Pnyx. He's a real man of the people.
So, you have a taste for politics. That's certainly better than most of the elitist blowhards in this house.
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Hermippos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped of power. Not that it worked. Yet. Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice to the gods, but does that mean, in so doing, that I have myself found God? Or...
Oh, forget it. This has been useless. Here.
Τεστή προς κλίβιν χάρια μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου τε πηχαιός.
I was just about to come find you. Clearly, you were thinking the same thing I was.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Ήκουσα ότι ίοντες τι προσκλείβην χάρια μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου και πηχαιός.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men. What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Μονάζει στη συψίβα των όρων, διαβείς εν σπηλαίο
Τι συνέβη μόλις? Ακύφω ακεί. Αληθώς και χαριτωμένος. Που και στην όστης που χαιρετίζει.
Μονάζει στη συψίβα των όρων, διαβείς εν σπηλαίο Ήκουσα ότι Ιον τεστεί προς τη γλυκάρια.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does.
Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
Talking in circles may work on Alexios! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
I will! There you are!
On
Your life is over!
Call yourself a fighter? I'll slaughter you!
Let's see how long you
Still honor to be my last kill!
You're gonna die! I will bury you!
woman together!
Just die already!
Hold it there! There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Καλώνει με και πολιώνει. Χθονία και θυροκτώνει. Φυλακρότη και
Βοήθησόν με! Μην του το πεις!
Meet a man named Varnavas at my ship. He'll be expecting you.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sofani's name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect. I knew you'd be willing to help.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sofanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Κρατέα και τρομερή Αθηνά, δέξου την θενή ημών.
Τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ φιλών. Οι εξαδέλφοι απελπίσαν το κολάδι.
The witness. There you are.
What can I get for you? Let me know if you need anything else.
Και αμόσχους συνδευτούς. Αλλά όμως πίνησε το φωτό.
That's the guy Alcibiades called Hans?
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He is persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanes? I know that name well. I won't help you, though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanes betrayed his men for drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
You're done making trouble. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
You've returned.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
A person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
A person's past shows who they'll become. The one easy part of my job is how predictable people can be.
Then a war criminal such as Sophanis must bear that choice with no hope to change how he's seen. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods. Let's go! I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight. Ella! Let's move! Come on. I should be careful. High security here.
Come on!
Επικαλούμεσαι.
Alcibiades said the Etera here could help me find my mother. I should look around for Anthusa's whereabouts. I'm looking for Anthusa. Is she here?
Wouldn't I like to know? Sunrise, sunset, I save my drachmi for the taste of the divine. The Etera are hard to come by.
So you haven't seen them?
Not with a monger's army on the loose. The Etera won't tolerate that.
Are you Anthusa?
Me? Anthusa? I could be anyone for you, lamb. I charge less than the Etera. But do I ever know my way around a haybed?
So her name means something to you?
Anthusa? She's been around forever, but I never met her. I know the Etera all work as one, on equal footing. But Anthusa's special. She talks, they listen.
I haven't met any Hetera yet.
Don't believe all you hear. They sell what a lot of us sell in Corinth. But for them, it's not just about the flesh. They're merchants of a sort, streetwise. Can talk as nice as they look.
Sounds like a good trade to work in. You don't want to be an Hetera?
Not in my prime anymore, am I, Miss Dios? By the time I study what they did, I'll be serving clients on my deathbed.
If the Hetera aren't here, where are they?
Their swords are too high and mighty to be down here in the dirt with us. You want them, you'll find them up on the hill. The Acrocorinth. By the temple, keeping Aphrodite's worshippers satisfied.
The watch will be vigilant here. Corinth, the city of pots, prostitutes, and not much else.
Time for a ride.
Ella.
A temple on top of the Acrocorinth. That's what I'm looking for.
Ella. Better stay hidden.
με περίπολε και τελετάρχα θεών πάτε.
People come here to worship Aphrodite, but the view is the real beauty.
Μόνον όταν το επιχείρημα δομείται
Who do they think they are? I need to stop them.
Time to hand out the punishment. I will die. You will die right here and
Don't worry, I'll end this
Who are they? And why were they looking for the Etera?
Yeah! They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes.
The thieves are here, and the Hetera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in Corinth.
I'll keep my guard up.
He craves money, Misthios.
Not only that, but power. Once he smells it on you, you're a gunner.
So the monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
So he's hunting the Hetera? Huh. For money?
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants everything they control.
The thieves are better off robbing them than us.
If you know of the Hetera, then you know of Anthusa. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere, though I've never seen her. But the Edera see everything.
I've seen them gather by the spring of Pirene, down the mountain. They meet clients there and then take them elsewhere in secret.
Good. Maybe pray to Aphrodite from home next time. Off we go now.
Ιωνών κακών προϊστήμην.
It shouldn't be long. Ah, so Alexios has finally found us.
You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
We saw you help the worshippers at the temple of Aphrodite. You've proven yourself a friend.
Hear that, Ikaros? Her sight's as good as yours.
Someone also spoke very highly of you.
Surprise!
Phoebe?
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word. Emissary. That's me.
And now Alexios and I have met.
See? This is easy. And now I can help you.
There's a killer on the loose in a city with no morals to begin with. You can't just follow me around like in Kepharonia.
The Monger, the Cyclops. I made it all the way here, didn't I?
Yes. You always find a way.
We need to move inside, Alexios. We're not the only ones watching. Come with me, and we'll talk.
Can I come?
As long as you're quiet.
To what do I owe your visit?
Alcibiades told me about you.
Did he? Go on.
I'm looking for a woman from Sparta. A runaway, long ago. She may have gone by the name of Myrine.
Who's that?
She's my mother.
Your mother? You don't have a mother. Marcos told me he raised you.
What did I tell you about talking?
I see. There will be time to respond to your question, but that time isn't now.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
It's the only one you'll get until I've bargained a proper exchange. I've become quite the businesswoman, after all.
You better be telling the truth. Alexios can get really mad.
Why don't you go play, Phoebe? Let me and Anthusa talk.
If you say so.
I propose a trade. Help me. Help us get stronger. Strong enough to rid Corinth of the Monger permanently. A simple transaction, I assure you.
You have a deal.
A wise decision, dear Misthios.
I haven't made it this far being a fool. I know when to take a chance.
Then we're in business. Now, you've heard of the Monger?
From what the worshippers say, he's someone I should watch out for.
They're right. I'm sure his victims wish they'd been more vigilant. My eyes are wide open.
Then you've held your ground well. You're not dead.
Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thugs to amass a small army. Now they're attacking people in the street, us included.
He's been killing Hetera.
Killing? We're smarter than that. But action must be taken before it goes that far. I'm not the only one who needs help. My girls, Damalis and Irina, are suffering too.
More Monger trouble.
I wouldn't doubt it. Work against their aggressors, and then it will be his turn to suffer. You'll find Damalis here at the spring, but Irina has gone to Bellerophon's garden.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Good. The Monger feeds his thugs. With the drachmi, he makes smuggling. Weapons, mostly, which is all the more lucrative now that he has a war to supply.
So, if someone interrupts the Monger's supply, his men go hungry.
Exactly. Go to his warehouse in the port of Lecheo and burn his cargo, all of it. We'll let chaos take care of the rest.
Why rob people who can't put 2 drachmi together if he has a business? It's illegitimate, but gets him rich.
Even the smuggling is a front. He steals slaves, innocents, who shouldn't be harmed, but his thugs can burn.
Seems to me that burning his biggest source of income is asking for trouble.
I want to put the new muscle I've acquired on show. Plus, violence is the only language he understands.
I know many people who speak that language. Then the warehouse will be cinders.
So you're here to help us, Misthios? You don't look like a Monger spy.
I'm more the in-your-face type. You have a Monger problem, Damalis?
I might. One of my regulars has changed. He was a decent man once, but now he's gone bad.
Corinth seems to have a shortage of decent people.
I need someone with muscle to figure out what's behind the change. Why he's different.
I'll see what he has to say for himself.
If he's not lurking around here, he'll be at his house. I want this to end today.
It will. People tend to show their true selves to my spear, whether they like it or not. This area will be well defended.
Κόμεθα το παραδείγματι των έργων αυτού, είναι αντιβάλλομεν το δέον γένεστε εις τινάν συλλογισμών. Άλλο της δέμητος ναός, ουκ εστί πανήγυρη.
Nice view.
It just got a lot nicer. I was hoping to see you again.
Alcibiades, what are you doing outside of Athens?
Someone like me is always on the move. I've docked my ship in every port.
I'm sure you have.
If you're here for more than the view, I have a task for you. It is crucial this package gets to its proper recipient. It's not for me, but a man named Theodoros.
I'll help. But it's only that little box.
One should never judge something by its size, you know. A small thing may very well make a huge impact.
All right. Who am I giving the package to?
There's a man named Vardas near the Corinthian military fort. He's one of their stronger assets.
And I just tell him it's from you.
No, from Theodoros. Don't forget, Theodoros.
Let's ride!
Κρατεά και τρομερή Αθηνά δέξιμη και νημονώνυμη και πολιώνυμη, μία και θυροκτώνε φυλαγρότη.
Hey, get moving! I should try to stay out of sight.
You don't stand a chance! Right there!
the Mystios I sent for. What do you want?
This is for you.
Give it here. Is this some kind of joke? This is a cast of someone's dick. What's this engraving? This is for your wife, Thalia, for when she starts to miss me. Tell me now, who said this?
A man named Alcibiades gave it to me.
Alcibiades? Just because Pericles took him in, and he's friends with important people, he thinks he can do whatever he wants? I won't let him get away with this.
I was just starting to miss you. I hope you delivered the, package?
I told Vardas that it came from you.
You did what? I specifically told you to say it was from Diodorus. Now I have to come up with another plan. It took me a long time to make that cast.
Wait, so it was yours?
Yes, that impressive specimen was mine. I really wish you hadn't told him that. You can go now, I need to think.